Hey guys, good morning. Let me know as you guys are coming on if you can hear me okay. I brought the practice out to the front on the sidewalk today, so I just want to make sure that with the new setup you can hear the audio okay. Sometimes when I move around, volumes need to be adjusted and whatnot. Nathan, Amy, good morning. Thanks you guys. And so we'll be guiding a 1 hour flow vinyasa practice here starting at 10 o'clock. So as you're getting set up, if you feel inspired to take your practice out onto the sidewalk, if that's a capability that you have, you are welcome. You are welcome to do that. It's interesting, normally we have the studio, but because of the pandemic, obviously the studio is not an option. But we get to gather and we get to practice together. And I know we've been doing this virtually now for probably over 80 days or so. So this is a nice way. The moment I was setting up, our neighbors were coming out to walk their dogs, so got to say hi to them. So it's really cool to see each other. Michelle, Greg, good morning, loud and clear. Thank you very much. Hi, Sam. Thank you. 4474. Anya, good morning. Brad, good morning. Good. I'm glad it's nice and loud. I want it to be as clear as can be because, there's nothing, and I know this happens in the studio when we're pumping the music sometimes, but you're like, I can't really hear the instructor. You need that clear instruction so that you can really drop into your breath, into your practice. Exactly, Teddy. Waiting for the mail. Where's the mail? Ari, good morning. Thank you. Bradley, good morning. Thanks, Teddy. Amanda, thank you. Good morning. Happy day to you and to your mom who's been practicing with us. Era, good morning. Thank you. And today is also a celebration of all of you, the community, those that have practiced now with us virtually or at the studio. The somehow this was not planned to be the case, but somehow the studio also had its first day of practice, and it opened on June 5th as well. So the studio is turning 3 today. I just want to take all the love and anything that is, flowing through all of you and the community of the studio and expand that into the entire world today. Thank you, Chris. Good morning. Lindsay, good morning. Ben, Linus, the Giltons, good morning. Anil, good morning. Thank you. Thanks, Elena. Good morning. Anna, good morning. Hope you're doing well. If I'm saying that incorrectly, I'm saying Anna. If it's Anna, let me know. I always want to make sure that I'm pronouncing people's names properly. Yeah, Bradley, try. Bring the drone over. Nice aerial shot. Well, I know, like I said, we have our neighbors on, I guess this would be, it's my right, it's your left. They've been practicing with us. Obviously, Lori and Stacy have been practicing virtually in the house, and then we have another group of neighbors that come to the studio just across the street here, and they've been practicing. So it's nice to just be out and to see. I was driving. I don't know where I was driving to. I haven't been really going many places, but when I was driving the other day, it just felt you could feel the neighborhood. LA is pockety as they would describe it. There's different pockets and neighborhoods. Kind of reminds me of Chicago, and you have all these different neighborhoods within the city, and they all have such a beautiful expression and character, and to see all of that coming together has been really beautiful. And Stephania, good morning. What's up, Derek? Street yoga, yes. Tay Tay, good morning. Thank you. Terry, good morning. I saw Vegas. Well, Vegas is, on their high of reopening. I saw some of that on the news yesterday or the day before, but it is hot. You would probably melt on the pavement there. So it is a day here, and just with that being said, I mentioned this last night on Detox, but I'll do the yoga life chat tomorrow at 3. We're just going to spend some time with our family and our son and whatnot, and the expression of everything that is going on in the world. So I'll do the yoga life chat tomorrow at 3 instead of today, and then there will not be a detox practice tonight, but you're welcome to still take a recorded detox practice, but there won't be a live one necessarily. So we'll pick all that back up tomorrow. Tyler, happy Friday. Good morning. You're a man of Friday mornings. I love that. We got a few minutes, so if you are adjusting your position or making your way into a different space, every space, like I was saying, typically we have that luxury of being in the studio, which we've always referred to as a sanctuary or an oasis, but it feels good to be outside of that. I think there's no mistakes in regards to the timing. So the fact that we're in this quarantine and we're all practicing virtually, and this practice has connected so many across the world, and the way that you all are sharing it is so beautiful. Justin, good morning. Thanks, pal. Vanessa, good morning. Thank you. You as well, fellow Gemini. Lots of Gemini birthdays. You'll find that in circles, in in your flow. You probably noticed that. Not Geminis, but people in the kind of arena of your birthday. Or maybe we just notice it more because that's the whole concept of, like, I want a house with a red door, and then you start seeing all the houses with the red door. Savannah, Georgia. Jesse, amazing. Yeah, I mean, since we're also, right now we've been practicing in silence, and we haven't been adding the layer of music now for, I don't know if it's been a week or so. I think it's nice to pick up the sounds of the street and people driving by and whatnot. So, anything, we're open to any of it, and so please let it be a part of your practice. As our people that have been serving our community right now. It's a FedEx truck pulling up to deliver something to someone. There's actually two of them crossing paths, and these people have been out and throughout the entire pandemic, making sure people get food and things that they need. And I do want to thank everybody that has contributed to the studio in any way, whether you're a student, you're an exchanger that has helped us keep the place as clean as it is, especially our amazing instructors who, it just, I know for a lot of us, it just hurts not being able to see and to practice with everybody right now. And also to our staff, and Kimberly Sue's been an incredible support of the studio. In the front, she's always there, but also behind the scenes, and our entire front desk, and of course everybody that has supported the creation, the opportunity to build the studio. It's super. We're super grateful and so appreciative. So, back at our 1 year anniversary, through this big kind of parking lot party, and we never really intended on celebrating every year in that way, and so we're kind of in one of those moments where we're grateful and we want to appreciate everybody, but also we'll probably do something like that when we get to 5 years. You guys come, you can come through, it's fine. Good morning. All right, you guys, it's 10 o'clock. So I invite you to take rest on your back here. Lie down in Shavasana. Let your legs be long and your arms by your sides with your palms facing up. And so anytime I teach you, if you're teaching in different places, you have to explore different ways of referencing. So even though I know a lot of you are inside, you'll hear some of my references probably to the outside. So you build a deeper context with the practice and how your mind can simplify the existence of being versus, a lot of the confusion and in ways that our mind kind of trips on itself. And so through the breath and through some of those verbal cues, I hope you all have a nice, spacious and peaceful practice flow today. James, Jojo, good morning. Jojo, I hope you're feeling better. And so on your back, and feel your shoulders, feel your hips. And big toes fall out, palms facing up. And you rock on your head a couple times, side to side. And then let the muscles in your neck and your throat and relax. And take one deep breath in through your nose. And big exhale, sigh out of your mouth. And let's take a moment to observe. Feel, reflect, honor, trust. And all of this before we motivate the practice through our breath. And with your next inhale, please take your arms over your head. Keep your legs long, but bring them together and give yourself a nice, big, full body stretch. And feel the shoulders, feel your spine. And draw your belly in, bring both knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice, big squeeze. And gently rock on the back of your hips and massage your sacrum side to side. And please go ahead and roll on to your right side. And use your left hand, make your way around into a tabletop. All fours, hands and knees, shoulders over your wrists. And then if your low back feels tight, take your knees a little bit wider. If you're good to go, keep your knees directly under your hips. And ground down through your shins, drop the belly. Inhale, roll the gaze forward. Exhale, tuck the chin, round through the spine. Press into your hands, feel your upper back spread. Breathe through your nose. Inhale to extend, keep your lips sealed. Exhale through your nose, tuck your chin, round through your spine. One more. Inhale to extend, drop the belly. Exhale, tuck the chin, round through the spine. Feel your belly squeeze. Inhale, come to a flat back. And let's start in forearm plank, everybody. Come down onto your elbows. Interlace your fingers, cross your thumbs. And step your right foot back, tuck your toes. Left foot back, tuck your toes. Feel your thighs engage to the bone, draw your belly in, and if you set your gaze on your knuckles, firm your forearms, this is going to wake up the strength in your upper back. And key component to connecting to your core, activating the strength in your upper back with your legs and with your belly. And seal your lips, breathe in through your nose and out, 3 breath cycles here. Notice if you're feeling it in your more back. Keep your belly drawn in. Come up to your left hand. Come up to your right hand. In high plank, separate your feet so they're hip width distance apart. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, lift your bum. And hips high, heels heavy in your downward facing dog. And you pedal out your dog. Bend one knee, bend the other knee. And feel your shoulders roll away from your ears as you wrap your forearms in, elbows behind your wrists. And take a breath in between your shoulder blades. Pause the pedal in your legs, work the breath in your down dog, and firm belly strong through your upper back. And let's start to warm up the flow of the breath with the body. As you inhale, come forward to a high plank, feel your thighs. Exhale, lift your hips, press back into a downward facing dog. 2 more like that. Inhale, come forward, keep your legs strong. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. 1 more. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, tailbone high, look forward. And as you exhale, take 2 big steps to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, feel your feet, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up, look up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, flat back. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step back into a high plank. Strengthen your legs, take an inhale. And support with your back, exhale, lower halfway down. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog, press. Exhale, draw your belly in, lift your bum, downward facing dog. And feel the return to your down dog where you can slow down your exhale. You're maximizing the capacity of your lungs, which is maximizing the flow and the energy into your body. All of that is going to give back to your mind. Bring your big toes together. Lift your heels, bend your knees, exhale, 2 steps or light hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms, gaze can follow. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, flat back. Plant the hands, step back into your high plank. Strengthen your legs, take an inhale. Strengthen the back, exhale, lower halfway. Tops of the feet, inhale, press, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips, draw with your belly, and down dog. And then feel the length of the exhale here. Expanding the capacity of the lungs every time you stretch any part of your body. Your breath is inside. And firm hands, big toes together. Lift the heels, bend the knees, exhale, walk or light hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, sun A, reach up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant step, light hop back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, 3 breaths in your down dog. Feel the wrists, the shoulders, and the hips and the knees all the way down into the ankles, major joints of the body. And fill with the breath. The breath will continue and to wake us up. Left foot down, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, kick back up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Let's go. Inhale, backing up. Exhale, knee to your right wrist. Inhale, backing up. Exhale, knee to your left wrist. Inhale, back up. Right knee, right shoulder. Feel the outer hip. Inhale, kick backing up. Exhale, knee to your left armpit. Inhale, take it back up. Exhale, step through. Feel your foot land. Take an inhale. Bend your left knee. Exhale, step to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. And as you exhale, forward fold. Interlace the fingers behind your bum. Soften your chin so you can cross your thumbs. Hands can stay low. Roll the shoulders back. Option to exhale, lift the thumbs. Extend through your elbows and reach them up to the sky. Create even weight through your feet, less grip in your toes, soften your tongue. Give it all you got. Take a deep breath into your chest. And as you exhale, soften your grip, bring your hands back to the mat. Bend your legs, feel your feet. Inhale, arms up, Utkatasana. Exhale, rise, straight legs, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up, ride the breath. Exhale, dive, forward fold, no hesitation. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Plant the hands, step or jump back. Inhale, press upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And set your hands, spread your fingers. And turn your elbows in so you're in the upper back. Right foot down, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Let's go. Inhale back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to your left wrist. Inhale, take it back up. Exhale to your right wrist. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, knee to your left shoulder. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, knee to your right armpit. Inhale, take it back and up. Exhale, step all the way through. Feel the foot land. Take an inhale. Bend your right leg. Exhale, step to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Interlace the fingers behind your bum. Soften your chin in so you can cross your thumbs. And feel your feet roll the shoulders back. On your exhale, lift your knuckles and extend through your elbows. And breathe here. Let go of any tension, any grip that you're feeling in your jaw. And take a deep breath into your chest. And soften your thumbs, soften your grip. Hands to the mat. Bend your legs. Inhale, arms up, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, rise, straight legs. Bring your hands to your heart center. Feel your feet. Inhale, rise, circle the arms up. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Plant the hands, step or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. And keep your hands shoulder width. Bring your big toes together. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, knee to your nose. Step your right foot through. Inhale, rise. Sweep the arms up. Crescent warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. Back heel pivots down. Arms into a T lunge. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Right palm flips. Exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. Back heel high. Plant the hands. Kick your right leg back. 3-legged dog. Open your right hip, curl your heel into your bum. And spiral your left heel back towards the mat. And bring the weight over into your right palm. Lift your left elbow and extend breath through your left armpit. And right knee stays high, breathe in. And exhale, square your hips, step your right foot all the way through. Lower your left knee, soften your chin, release the shoulders, let the head be heavy. Take a deep breath cycle. Feel your belly. Crawl your hands up to your right thigh. And lunge legs. Tailbone down, elbows in. Shoulders away from your ears. You got to use the ground through the top of your left foot. And with your inhale, reach your arms up, palms face. As we exhale, hips back, arms by your sides. Flip your right toes up. Bring your chest forward and down. Inhale, come back to your lunge. Sweep the arms up, hips heavy. Exhale, hips back, arms by your side. Straighten your right leg and hinge. One more. Inhale, forward to lunge. And you'll feel the knees. Exhale, and hips back, arms by your sides. Beauty. Inhale, come back to lunge. Hips down, arms up. Exhale, bring your gaze and hands to the mat. Tuck your back toes. Lift your left knee. Step back into a high plank. Set your left hand, roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Step your right foot on the mat in front of your left shin, and then draw your right arm up. And feel the strength in your upper back on the left side. And then lift your hips. And feel your right arm reach. Twist the wrist, reach it over your head, and extend through your right side body. And count yourself into your breath. Never count yourself out, even if you need to modify. Count yourself into your breath. And with your inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, bring your gaze and right hand down. Pivot on your left toe, step back, plank pose. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, press up dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And keep your hands shoulder width apart. Bring your big toes together. Inhale, lift your left leg up, straight and straight. Exhale, knee to your nose, step all the way through. Feel your feet, inhale, rise, arms up, crescent. Square hips until you open. Exhale, warrior two, back heel down. Lunge into your front thigh. Inhale, reverse your warrior, left arm up. Exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. Pivot on your back toes. Hands down, kick your left leg back up, three-legged dog. Open your left hip. Turn your right heel back in, press it down, and then start to correct the center line to your chest so your right armpit lifts. Left rib cage rolls down. You're using the glute on the left side. You should feel your glute med activated. With breath, square your hips. Big step, left foot all the way through. Lower your right knee, chin to your chest, untuck your toes, let your head get heavy. And feel that space as you digest through your belly. And your mind will remain calm. Walk your hands up to your left thigh. Elbows in, hips heavy, shoulders down away from your ears. And feel the relationship to the top of your right foot. And using that to ground, connect to your core. Inhale, reach your arms up. As we exhale, hips back, arms by our sides. Flip your left toes up and then hinge. Two more. Inhale, lunge, foot flat, arms up. Exhale, hips back, arms by your side, straight leg and hinge. One more. Inhale, lunge, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hips back, arms by your sides. Feel your belly. Come back to your lunge. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, bring your gaze and hands to the mat. Tuck your right toes. Lift the knee, step back, plank pose. Take an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga flow, elbows in. Tops of the feet, inhale, press up dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And spread your fingers. And roll a breath through any tightness, tension, and stress that your body is experiencing. And feel it. There's almost a vibrating effect of the energy as you pull it from the ground into your body. Lift your heels. Bend your knees. Exhale, walk, hop, float to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Feel the feet. Reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Hey, sun B, you guys. Inhale, arms up. Bend your legs. Sit chair pose. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Plant the hands, step or jump back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog on the slide. Belly in, down dog, step, right foot in between your hands. Back heel down, inhale, arms up to the lunge, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, back heel lift, step to your plank, lower chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, step, left foot through. Back heel down in the lunge, inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, back heel high, step to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips. Downward facing dog, 3 breaths. Big toes together. Hands firm, heels up. Bend the knees, exhale, walk, hop, float to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Slow exhale, fold, bend your legs. Reach your arms up and feel your side bodies, feel your legs. And bring your hands to your heart center. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist, left elbow outside your right thigh. And keep your hips relatively square and your head up so there's an ascending line from the base of your spine. And you maintain the balance of the breath with your lips sealed. And so you can feel, take your gaze down. Inhale, square, rise all the way up. Keep your arms up, hook your thumbs. Weight into your right foot, lift your left knee. And feel all the space in your shoulders. And strengthen your back body. On your exhale, kick your left leg back, bring your hands to your heart. Modified Warrior 3. And like the crown of your head is the needle of the compass. Make one line from the heel through the crown of your head. And draw with your back, engage your low belly. Inhale, bring your left knee through, lift it up in front of you. Palms pressed for balance. Left ankle to your right thigh, figure 4. And bend your standing leg. As you do, sweep the arms up. So you're in one-legged chair. And spread your fingers. Soften your brow. And yet keep your eyes focused on one spot. And feel it as you rise. Inhale, stand, lift your left knee up. Exhale, step down, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up, reach. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant the hands, step or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale through your upward facing dog. And exhale, press back into your downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Feel your dog in that outer hip. Come forward to a high plank. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Step your left foot onto the mat in front of your right shin. Look at your right hand. Firm the mat away and then draw your left arm up. And feel the reach, the connection to the outer edge of your right foot. And take your left arm over. Breathe into your side body. All in flow, best balance you got. If you fall out of a pose, that's great. It's just teaching the mind more about balance. Take a breath and come back in. And slide your left arm up. Gaze and left hand down. Pivot yourself square. Step your left foot back. And bring your big toes together. More space in your back. Bend your knees. Exhale, walk, hop, float to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your legs. Feel your thighs. Sweep the arms up. Chair pose. Hands to your heart center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, twist. Right elbow outside your left thigh. And head stays up. Jaw soft. Lips sealed. So you'll notice the containment of the breath. That's motivating the movement, but also the calm in the mind during the stillness. When you feel that intensity rise, and breathe right into it. Take your gaze down. Inhale, square. Reach your arms all the way up. Hook your thumbs. Keep your arms up. And bring all the weight over into your left foot. Hover your right knee in front. Space in your shoulders means more strength in your back. Scoop the belly and kick your right leg back. Bring your hands to your heart. Modified Warrior 3. The needle of the compass, and from the heel through the crown of the head. As you work more space, more length into the hamstring of your standing leg, press down into the ball of your foot. This is low belly and upper back. Bring your right knee through, lift it back up in front of you. Right ankle to your left thigh, figure 4. And bend your standing legs. Soft focus with your eyes. Circle the arms, reach up. And breathe into your outer right hip. As we continue to wake up and to expand the center, spread your fingers. Left inner thigh. As you inhale, rise, lift your right knee up. Exhale, bring your right foot down, hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up. No rush, but reach. Exhale, dive belly into the forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Plant the hands, step, float, jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale through your upward facing dog. Exhale, press back into your downward facing dog. 3 breaths in your dog. And feel where you're at or where your practice and has guided you thus far this morning. Take your hands on your exhale. Please walk them all the way back to your feet. And feet about hip-width distance apart. Hook your big toes with your peace fingers. A well-deserved moment in the awakening of the mind. In space in the body, drop the chin. Elbows out, feel your head below your heart. Keep the head below the heart. Slide your right hand under your right foot, Padahastasana. Toes to wrist, slide your left hand under your left foot. And rock some more weight into the balls of your feet. Lift the bottom half of your seat. Draw your inner thighs back. And you should feel this right into the belly of your hamstrings. Breathe into that. And see how well-rounded with your focus you can make your breaths here. Slide your hands out. Separate your feet so they're mat-width distance apart. Toes out, heels in, yogi squat. Take your butt down low. Elbows to your inner thighs, palms together in front of your heart center in prayer. And keep rolling your bum under your hips. Draw your belly. Inhale, reach your arms up like chair pose. Exhale, lift your butt up so it's behind your knees. Feel your thighs. Take an inhale. Exhale, rise, stand up, bring your hands to your heart. And step your feet together, bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, circle the arms up, feel the space in your back. Exhale, dive, fold, belly in, hands to the ground. Inhale, crawl your hands out, come into a high plank. Legs together, squeeze the knees, take an inhale. Exhale, 10 yogi push-ups, let's go. 10. Elbows in. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press back. Exhale into your downward facing dog. And keep turning your elbows in so you're not dumping into your shoulders. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step right foot all the way through. Pivot your back heel flat. Inhale, rise up, warrior 2. And take your arms out into a T. And soften the fingertips together. And float your gaze over the top of your right hand. And keep your warrior 2 arms straight in your front leg. Hips back, reach forward. Keep the length in your spine, and then windmill the arms. Right hand down. You can touch the ground or place your hand on your ankle or shin. Left arm reaching up. You use that experience and that we did in that modified side plank. Reach your top arm over. And now keep that arm strong. As you look down, transfer the weight. Float your left leg. And then reach your right arm forward or keep the hand on the mat. And top arm starts to reach back up towards the sky. Right elbow draws into your right side. Little bend to your right knee. Step your left foot back and down softly. Warrior two, land. Arms out. Inhale, big reverse. Exalt your warrior. Exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. Back heel high. Hands down. Kick your right leg back. Three-legged dog. Open your right hip. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Look at your left hand. Push the mat away. Feel your left foot. You can ground your right foot or float it, and then reach your left arm up towards the sky. And breathe. Feel the strength under your shoulder blade for 3, 2, 1. Gaze and right hand down. Pivot slowly. Square your hips. Big step, right foot in between your hands. Lower your left knee, soften your chin. Take a breath, soften your belly, release your shoulders. And start to slide your left knee back on your mat. And start to crawl your right toes forward. So anywhere from the half splits into the full splits. Right toes flip up, left knee slides back. And use your arms, draw with your belly, and support the stability of your lower spine. And then from there, you can hinge if you want to feel it a little bit more in the back of your right leg. And so this space is going to feed if you just think and consider the structure of your Chaturanga Dandasana body. All we're going to do to create the arm balance is the right knee goes above your right elbow, and then we kick out, and you'll feel like this position as you're balancing on your arms, okay? And belly in, start to slide your right foot back. And tuck your back toes under. Set your hands, lift your hips, kick your right leg back, three-legged dog. And if you need to, walk your hands back a few inches. So right knee goes above your right elbow. Bend your arms, gaze forward, and then as you lift your back leg, kick your right heel out. Bring your chest forward, keep your elbows in for 3, 2, bend your right leg, kick back Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, and we're all back in downward facing dog. It's an adventurous ride, everyone. Take a breath, feel your lungs, should feel good. Maintain the space in the shoulders, pull your elbows in. Right foot down, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step left foot all the way through. And pivot your right heel down. Inhale, rise up. Warrior two. Soften the fingertips together. And gaze over the top of your left hand. And keep drawing the energy from the ground. So you're lifting out of your low back. Keep the arms straight in your front leg. Hips back, slide, maintain the length. And then you just windmill the arms. Left hand down to the ground, if not, ankle or shin. Right arm straight up to the sky. And roll your bum under your hips as you keep opening up the psoas. And then take your top arm over. And breathe, feel the strength in your top arm. We take the gaze down. Transfer the weight forward, float your right leg. Float your left arm. Breathe. And the right arm starts to reach up for the sky. And left elbow starts to come into your side body. Soft bend to your left knee. Float, step your right foot back and down. Warrior two, open your arms in the lunge. Inhale, reverse the warrior two. Big breath. Exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. Back heel high. Plant on the pivot. Kick your left leg back up. Three-legged dog. Open your left hip. Slowly roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Look at your right hand. That's key. And to support your shoulder without over-rotating. You can ground your left foot and you can float it and start to take your left arm up. Beauty. Gaze and left hand down to the ground. And pivot back square. Step your left foot all the way in between your hands. Lower your right knee. Take this bow, chin to your chest. Take this bow within yourself. Feel your belly release. And bigger breath with less resistance, and physically, mentally, and emotionally. And start to slide the right knee back. And you walk your left foot forward. Slide out through the heel and begin to work your way into the splits. And splits, half splits, anywhere in between, use your arms. You notice if your shoulders are crunched up around your neck. Use your rhomboid muscles, draw your shoulders down. And belly firm, and if you want more, begin to hinge. First, the left knee is above the left elbow. If you can do chaturanga, you can do this. In chaturanga, arms as they bend, the gaze slides forward, and back toes lift, and then we kick the left heel out any amount. And start to lift the gaze, slide your left foot back so it's flat. Tuck your right toes, lift your hips, and step, kick your left leg back up, three-legged dog. Reset your hands. Any shorter down dog, three-legged dog is fine. Take an inhale. Exhale, left knee above your left elbow. Bend your arms, chesting forward. Float your right toes, kick your left foot out any amount. 5, 4, 3, 2. Bend your left leg, kick back, chaturanga. Inhale, press up dog. Exhale, lift your hips. Great job, downward facing dog. You got to take it out of the neck and the shoulders. Walk your feet to the middle of your mat. And walk your hands back to your feet. And set your feet so they're about hip width. And then bend your legs and so that your belly is on your thighs. Take your arms behind your legs. Reach through and grab for opposite shins. So you crisscross the wrists. Keep the heels heavy. Draw with your belly. And then start to lift your pelvis, straightening your legs. And head down, feel these breaths. Lower back, middle spine. And drop the head, top of the shoulders. And soften the bend to the knees. And relax the grip in the ankles. Slide the hands out. And keep your knees bent. Strong legs, belly button in. And begin to roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. And feel your feet. Roll your shoulders back and down. Space in your chest, big toes together. Meet your right heel to the mat. Reach your left arm up towards the sky. Reach down with your right hand. Grab for the inside of your foot or your ankle. And set up your Nadarajasana, dancer's pose. Okay, anything from here, all this space in your shoulders. And strength and balance through your core. Kick down and back into your right hand. And reach up through your left. And it's probably going to feel like a deeper dancer's pose. Go with your breath. And flow with that energy. And breathe into your body. 30 more seconds. Five, 4, 3, slowly rise. 2, and balance, feet down, arms by your sides. Keep your eyes open, lift proud to your chest. And with breath, even out the weight into your heels. And find your left heel in the mat. Nice. Feel into your right heel. Pick up the inside of your left foot, ankle or shin. Right here is great. Feel the openness and from your shoulders connected to your core. And begin to kick down and back. And lift your heart. Reach your right arm as high as you can. Breathe. Focus. And receive. "30 seconds. Five, 4, 3, slowly rise with balance. And left foot down, arms by your sides. And feel your feet, space in the chest, shoulders away from your ears. And maintain your breath in through your nose and out. With your inhale, circle the arms, reach up, look up, belly in. Exhale, dive, forward fold, keep the belly in. And hands ground, inhale, lift halfway. Float press, handstand, chaturanga, take a flow. Meeting in your downward facing dog. 3 breaths and then child's pose. In child's pose, bow your forehead into the mat. And be still, be aware if you're reaching for any distraction. And just go ahead and settle into the stillness of the meditation right here. And slow down your exhale, release your elbows into the mat in your child's pose. With your next breath, inhale, rise up, tabletop, all fours. And crawl your knees up behind your wrists. Big toes together, knees mat width apart. Sit down in between your heels. As you take your seat, walk your hands behind your feet. And ground your shin, slide your tailbone forward. If you're already feeling it in your thighs, and stay here. Remember, lots of space and through your shoulders and back today. So this one might make it all the way down onto the ground. Come to your elbows. The openness through your thighs, your hip flexors, and your belly. Go ahead and come all the way down onto your shoulders. And let your head rest. And if you're feeling too much in your low back, come back to your elbows, please. And relax the cheek, and the brow, your forehead. And feel the ground under your shins. And belly in, hands reach to your ankles. And use your elbows, lift your heart, lift your head. Make sure you're breathing, not holding your breath as you come up. And turn your knees in so they're hip-width distance apart. Upright to your spine, chin to your chest. Okay, let's go from the seated position. Reach back for your heels. So your thumbs are on the outside, fingertips on the inside. And you might need to spread your knees. Roll your shoulders down your back. And press into your shins. If you need to lean back a little bit, get your hips to slide up and forward. And then keep working the hips forward. Hands on the heels. And coming into your camel. Open up through the belly. And through the chest. And then the cervical spine. The spine in your neck. And follow this arch into a back bend. Breathe. Open. Trust. Breathe. And feel your knees draw with your belly. Hands to your hips. Begin to rise slowly. And feel your belly. Go ahead and sit down onto your heels. Hands in your lap. Palms face up. Close your eyes. Feel the return. Acknowledge the exchange. That which you're breaking down, you're simultaneously building back up. And through the mindfulness of your practice and your awareness. When you're ready, meet me in forearm plank. Just like we started, forearms down, step back, tuck your toes. One line. You can feel that center. This is the needle of the compass, forearms down. And all you want to know with clarity through your mind is the direction that you're going in. And it's not about north, south, east, or west, but having that internal compass of seeing clearly the direction that you're going in. With your exhale, lower your knees, lower your hips, untuck your toes. And 3 breaths in Sphinx pose. And let your belly release and your heart come forward, shoulders down. And gaze out in front, feel that in your low back. At the end of this exhale, lower your chin and belly in, start to lift your hips back up. Come up onto your palms, tabletop. Crawl your knees forward, lean off to your left hip and swing your feet around. Let's work our way into Navasana boat pose. And ground down into your seat. Bend your legs, bring your feet together. Tuck your fingers behind your knees. Rock back on your sacrum and lift your feet up, shins parallel to the floor. Elbows by your sides, shoulders rolling down your back away from your ears. Connect to your core, float your arms out. And steady gaze, soft jaw. And bring your knees in, reach through, hook your big toes with your peace fingers. And you start to draw your knees back together under your arms as you kick out through your heels, straight legs. Notice it's not as much strength as you think. And so what's translating, it's not necessarily the power of the vinyasa. And it's the empowerment and through the mindfulness and the connection of your body and your mind and through your breath. And start to bend your legs, spread your knees. And bring your knees back together, hands behind your hamstrings. Make sure there's nothing behind you and begin to rock up and down the length of your spine. And should feel pretty light. Okay, one more flow. When you're ready, cross your ankles. Roll through, plant, step, press, chaturanga, meeting you in downward facing dog. And from your down dog, inhale your right leg up. Exhale, right knee outside your right wrist, come into a pigeon. And drop your right shin, take a breath in, lift your heart up. Exhale, come forward onto your elbows, all the way down to your chest, rest your forehead. And take 3 more breaths on this side, please. And with your inhale, come back to your hands, tuck your left toes. Always on an exhale, step back into your downward facing dog. Take a breath in, you can open your mouth. Exhale, release a sigh. On a Friday morning in June, lift your left leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee outside your left wrist, come into half pigeon. And ground the shin. And hips heavy, proud chest. Remember, all that space in your shoulders makes a difference. Come down onto your elbows. And rest your chest, release your forehead down. And 3 more breaths on this side. With your next inhale, come up to your palms. Tuck your right toes. Exhale, take your left leg back, come into your downward facing dog. And take your last deep breath in here. And sigh, exhale in your down dog. And come down onto your knees. If you'd like a little sip of water, you are welcome to it. And then we'll lie down onto our back. And kick your legs out straight. And shoulders ground. And coming into our final twist. And then we'll set up for our final resting pose, Shavasana. And so once you lie down, bring your right knee into your chest, please. On an exhale, take your right knee across your body. And keep your shoulders heavy. You make any adjustments, feel the release, the final and compression, an element of letting go through the spine so that your flow can flow freely from your body into your mind. And bring your right knee back and switch sides, kick your right leg straight, bring your left knee in. And on an exhale, take your left knee across your body, come into a twist. Shoulders stay flat. And then nice and easy, go ahead and bring your left knee back across. And release the twist, take both legs long. And let your arms be open, palms face up towards the sky by your side. And if you are still holding on and feeling any resistance through the breath itself, take one more sigh. But with the heaviness of your body, the stillness of your body, you should be able to witness the calm, beauty, nature of your breath. And then really start to release and begin to let go. And through that calm and beauty nature of your breath, as it begins to rain just a little bit here in Los Angeles. That doesn't happen very often, so we're getting a nice little sprinkle as we speak. The crows are awake. They've surrounded us in the last, 8 minutes or so of our practice. And so nature is calling. It always is calling. Our oneness from the pandemic and to now this most powerful movement and to end racial injustice and systemic racism, police brutality, the horrific events and such as George Floyd and so many and too many others. Nature is calling. And for the oneness, and for our beauty, and for our voices, but even more than our voices, for our clear actions. And so I hope you all feel the space of your practice, the energy of your practice. We appreciate you all so much. And for sharing your practice and for being here with us. We can't wait till we can all collect in some form. If it's in a park soon or if it's at the studio, we will figure something out. And so please keep the light on, everybody. Keep waking up. Reach out if you need anything. And I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful day. I'll see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. Namaste.